Port Charles reeling after nurse's ball secrets shatter live. The week of May 26 to May 30, 2025. At General Hospital unfolds with a series of bombshell revelations that ripple through every corner of Port Charles. As the aftermath of the nurse's ball continues to sink in, several families are forced to confront the deep fractures beneath their carefully constructed lives. What began as a night of glamour and celebration has left behind a trail of heartbreak, confrontations, and irreversible truths. Memorial Day Monday offers a brief pause with a commemorative encore episode, but the real storm begins on Tuesday, one that no one in Port Charles is prepared for. In a development no one could have foreseen, Brook, Lynn and Dante are hit with a truth that sends shockwaves through their world. The young man they've come to know as Gio isn't just a troubled teen or a musical prodigy. He's their biological son, a child they never knew they had. What should have been a moment of joy turns complicated, tangled in layers of secrecy and guilt. Lois, caught in the crossfire of emotion and responsibility, is forced to come clean about a past she thought she could bury forever, her decision to raise baby boy Cirulo alone, and the lies that followed. Lois's confession does little to soothe the escalating tension. For Gio, the revelation shatters whatever emotional equilibrium he had managed to hold on to during the nurse's ball. Already on edge, his breakdown backstage becomes the moment where everything crumbles. As he attempts to process the truth, that the people he thought were merely part of his extended family are actually his parents, Gio spirals. His confusion, anger, and sense of betrayal threaten to undo months of growth and stability. As the week progresses, Dante turns his fury toward Lulu. Having recently re-entered his life with promises of reconciliation and stability for their son Rocco, Lulu now finds herself in the hot seat. Dante demands to know what she knew and when she knew it. Did she have any part in concealing Gio's identity? Her answers, or lack thereof, may destroy what fragile hope remained of rekindling their family. For Brook Lynn, who has long struggled to define herself outside the Quartermain legacy, the revelation of Gio's parentage becomes a chance to connect, but also a challenge to face years of emotional neglect and decisions made for her, not with her. While the Cirulo Falconeri drama takes center stage, Port Charles is buzzing with another shocking return, Michael Corinthos, now played by Rory Gibson. After months away, Michael makes an unannounced return midweek, prompting a swirl of confusion and cautious optimism from his family. His reappearance isn't just personal, it's legal. Michael and Jason are due in court for a contentious custody hearing involving Michael's son. But what should be a straightforward proceeding is clouded by hidden motivations, old resentments, and secrets still simmering beneath the surface. The emotional stakes rise when Michael approaches Sasha, the mother of his child, with a personal request, one that could either reunite them or reopen old wounds. For Sasha, who has spent the past few months navigating her own trauma and recovery, Michael's return forces her to make a decision she hoped she'd never face again. Can she trust him after all that's happened? Does she want to? Behind the courtroom drama and familial strife, a quieter but no less impactful storyline emerges. Trina and Kai take their relationship to a more intimate level. What begins as a tender moment between two young hearts quickly becomes complicated by Trina's lingering feelings for Spencer. Though she thought she had put her past with Spencer behind her, the echoes of their history resurface in ways that surprise even her. For Kai, who has given Trina his trust and affection, this turning point may be one of both joy and uncertainty. Meanwhile, Spencer, watching from the sidelines, is forced to confront what he lost, and what he might still be willing to fight for. His connection with Trina was once magnetic, fueled by intensity and vulnerability. But now, as he watches her drift toward someone else, he must decide whether to let go or risk everything to win her back. Back at the hospital, preparations for the custody hearing are underway. Jason, ever the stoic protector, offers Michael quiet support, but even he seems unsettled by the shifting tides around them. Loyalties are questioned, alliances tested, and as the courtroom looms, so too does the specter of betrayal. Elsewhere, whispers begin to circulate about a new premiere, Secrets, a series debuting just days after the classic Nurses' Ball encore. The timing is no coincidence. Secrets promises to delve into the very scandals now tearing Port Charles apart, threatening to expose what's been hidden in plain sight for years. By the end of the week, the fragile facades built by love, family, and legacy begin to crumble. Brook must decide whether to forgive Lois or resent her forever. Dante, standing at a crossroads, must choose between love and truth. Gio, still reeling, could either reconnect or retreat into himself completely. And Michael, back in town with a storm of legal and emotional baggage, may find that the biggest battles aren't fought in the courtroom, but at home, with the people he once trusted most. As the dust settles from the nurses' ball, one thing is clear: in Port Charles, no secret stays buried for long. And when the truth comes to light, it leaves nothing untouched.